Hello, my name is Chris Kapches. I'm here to give you the market report for the Toronto area for the month of September. And I'd like to begin by saying that effectively we now have a new normal. And what I mean by that is that the anticipation that the market might return to where it was in 2016 or 2017 is clearly misplaced. There's a number of factors that have come together to create the marketplace that we're in now, and I think it's a marketplace that we're going to see in place for the better part of the next 2 or 3 years. Specifically, I'm referring to the stress tests that came in to effect at the beginning of this year. We've also had a number of rate increases, so that now, to use a cliche, cheap money and easy money is no longer available to borrowers. As a result of that, borrowers are not in a position when they're looking to buy properties to be able to run up purchase prices and to indiscriminately buy at levels that were stratospheric as early as the early part of 2017. So the new normal is one that I think is reflected in the September stats. What we see in September is that the average sale price year over year has gone up basically by a little under 3%, and the total number of sales year over year are up by a little bit under 2%. And I think that's what we're going to see going forward, because buyers / borrowers are going to be constrained by now a higher cost of borrowing money, which will prevent them from indiscriminately paying higher prices than they're actually capable of paying. A longer term concern, of course, is with the rising interest rates, is what will happen on renewals. There's many mortgages that are out there now with mortgage rates that are in the 2.39, 2.45 range that will, within the next 2 or 3 years, come up for renewal. And on renewal, they'll be substantially over 4%, if not over 5%, depending on how many future interest rate hikes we experience. So the new normal is money is more expensive, which means that there's going to be a ceiling on the kind of rising average sale prices, and that ceiling is going to be in place for some time, because we don't see in the foreseeable future interest rates becoming as low as they were, as I said, as early as the first few months in 2017 and throughout 2016, and even going further back to 2015. So that is the new normal, and I've used that expression a few times, and I think it's an expression that we have to get used to. Having said that, looking at September's numbers, they're not bad. The number of sales that took place, almost 6,500 sales, is better than what we saw last year. Average days on market, all properties in the Greater Toronto area sold in 26 days. Within the City of Toronto, they sold it in an even quicker pace, around 21 days. And so we do see a discrepancy between the 416 and 905. There's still some catching up to do in the 905, but I just think given the impact of particularly the foreign buyers tax and all the other financial matters that I've already discussed, it's just going to take a little bit longer. We're seeing listings starting to level off at around 20,000 for the GTA, much fewer for the 416, just a little over 5,000 listings. So again, a discrepancy between the 905 region and the 416. So I see this market as being a positive one. This is a market where professionals will bring their value to the table, and I think you'll see the realtors that just simply posted listings and sold them quickly. That process just simply won't be in place anymore. There's also been some changes in the real estate industry. For the first time in many years, we're actually going to be seeing sold prices being posted on brokerage websites and on agent websites, which will have some impact on the amount of information available to the consumer. I don't think it'll change much about the industry, but the consumer will be better informed. So a strong market, balanced market, but one that's going to stay this way without any shocks or dramatic changes going forward, and one that I personally welcome, and I think any professional who is committed to the industry will welcome as well. So look forward to seeing October stats, which I think will probably reflect what I'm mentioning today, that balanced 2 to 3% change in the marketplace year over year. Thank you.